Well, I mean, it's not easy to talk about this man without absolutely going over the top. He's had an incredible journey so far this season. We actually caught up with him just before the Under-20s World Cup, which they went on and won. He's established himself in the Saints side, debuted for England in the Six Nations, turned head scoring 2 tries against Wales. At the age of 20, he became a Lion. He'll be the youngest to play for the British and Irish Lions since 1968. Breakthrough player of the season, and up for more gongs this evening. Who else could it be? It's only Henry Pollock. How are you, sir?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
You're looking very dapper, mate.
Thank you.
Is someone tailoring you tonight?
No, it's just had it in the wardrobe for a while.
Are you available for sponsorship of tailoring?
Yes, I very much am.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Have you got?
Are you or?
No. Do you know what? This was actually a freebie. Like a lot of what I get is free.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there's no long-term deals at the moment.
Okay.
I am also available, but
So maybe we could do something together.
I'd love that.
That'd be cool.
I'd love that. Like just old horse, young horse, old horse. We
Young
can do
buck,
that.
old buck.
We do that. If you want to work with me, I can
Yeah,
work with you. Yeah,
let's do
I'll
it.
be on it. I mean, you'll probably add a bit more kudos to my career. Life's good at the moment.
It's going well.
Has your life really changed? Like in terms of, people knocking down the door, you found out there's a load of friends you didn't know you had?
I've got quite a close-knit group that I've always had, so it's like, hasn't really changed too much. But yeah, it's all kind of changed in the last 12 months, you said, and just trying to take it in my stride and not kind of get too far ahead of myself.
Are brands throwing themselves at you? There's a few people knocking down the door?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really? You're Nike, aren't you?
Yeah, Nike.
Nike. Well, what else you got?
Nike, potentially Tommy Hilfiger, some stuff in the works.
Tommy Hilfiger, nice.
Potentially.
So I reckon I've now got a lid. I've had my lid sewn back in, so we could do Brill cream for lid, tailoring.
It might fly off though, or not?
I won't fly off. This is bolted in. This is stapled in, bro. But listen, and also, you're 20, pal. Let's come back and see. In 20 years' time.
The whole career.
At the Premiership Awards, after fucking having to make a few tackles, let's see how much your lid stays on. I hope it does, because, mate, now I'm back unplayable then. What else would you want? If dream scenario, like what could you get sponsored? Car?
Car would be cool. And then like the big brands, right? The Pradas, the Burberrys, Gucci, I mean the big ones. You got to go.
Sorry, I was scrabbling around with like TK Maxx. I was thinking like
Sports Direct,
JD Sports. You've gone with Prada. I can get with
Louis
that.
Vuitton, yeah.
Tom Ford. I tell you what,
Tom
LVMH. I'd be all over it. Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Tom Ford. We could do. I think we should become best friends.
I think we should do this.
We are available. We're available.
We are.
He's probably more expensive than I am at the moment. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Hey, he's just playing with compliment. But just in terms of life at the moment, right? Whenever we talk about you on the podcast, obviously stuff taken all the time. I know that you got your feet firmly on the ground. Has life changed? Is it as mad as people are making out because it's a topic of conversation, or is it pretty much business as usual?
It's business as usual, I guess. But yeah, I guess the hype's definitely increased, right? Your name's being thrown out there more by kind of commentary and stuff like that. So you kind of don't want to think too much about it. The best thing for me recently is I've actually just bought a house. So I've actually...
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually kind of doing that behind the scenes, I guess. So that's been really good to kind of take my mind off it. We're knocking a wall down. We're putting building structure through it. So that's really good, like in the afternoons, going over to the new house, kind of just trying to change it around and stuff. So.
Is it going to be, are you single? Or are you
single, yeah. So again, open again.
Again, open again. Open again. Perfect, mate. We can get everything sorted. I wonder actually if there are any very hot ladies, please contact info@goodbadrugby.com and we'll send the details on to Henry. And I'm also single too, feel free to message me. In terms of the house thing, have you going to get help designing it? Do you know what you want to do?
So very luckily, my mum was a former architect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she worked out in Hong Kong with an architecture agency, and she built the Hong Kong airport, she built the Shard, worked with Shard. So she's actually really good, and she's kind of helping me out, I guess, and I'm very lucky that she can kind of do the stuff behind the scenes, and all I got to do is kind of say yes or no.
Yeah.
I like that colour, don't like that colour.
What kind of style are you going to go for? Have you got an idea, vision?
Maybe like the kind of Scandinavian, Eastern European vibes.
Hoping to attract a Scandinavian, Eastern European
Potentially.
Nah. Won't rule it out.
But that kind of like the niche kind of look, kind of nice and smart.
So that's something to basically what you're saying is that's a nice distraction. You go back. Exactly. And also, if you're working with your mum, I imagine that's quite nice.
Yeah, nice. Spend some time with mum. And yeah, as you said, it's nice to be able to do that in the afternoons or weekends, get the boys over, have their kind of input, see kind of how bad they are at houses and how good they are. So yeah, it's good.
Do you have any other hobbies, like things you're into?
Yeah, like I'm into my golf.
Sponsored golf clubs?
No, not yet. So again, we'll get that out. I tell you what, is this going to be like a sponsorship thing?
Yeah, we can do it. I think we can do it. I take commission. You got a good agent, but I'll take 20% and I'll hook you up.
100%.
So golf. Do you find that I never got into golf because obviously golf can be quite tiring. I find. I know you get a buggy and stuff, but it's still like after a heavy week, especially as a back row player.
Yeah, it is hard. My brother and my dad are mad golf fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad grew up playing golf, and my brother's near to scratch at the minute, and he plays for his university team. So
okay.
I hate playing with him because he's so good.
Okay.
And I play off like 16, 17. So it's like when he hits the green, he's annoyed because it's not next to the hole. Whereas I want to be just hitting the green anywhere.
Just want to get. I want to get on the green.
Yeah.
I mean, just in terms of the Lion stuff, obviously amazing achievement. You met up with them, but you only had a bit of a short time with them, did you?
Yeah, we were there for a day because we had the final that weekend. So we were there for a day, and then the Northampton boys and the Bath boys went back to their clubs, and they stayed there overnight.
How did you find? Were people welcoming? Was it good? Was it amazing to listen to Faz? Did it suddenly realise how exciting this is?
Yeah, it was mad. Like meeting all the players you said was cool, and they're such great lads, and it's going to be so cool, kind of seeing them on TV to them being a teammate with them. Yeah. I know, like people don't really say that, but like you kind of, me personally, I grew up watching probably all of those players play, and kind of to be able to kind of share kind of thoughts with them, learn off them, was going to be cool. And yeah, it was definitely kind of a wake-up moment, I guess, like when he kind of stood up in the meeting room and said, "Welcome, lads. This is different to what you're used to, I guess."
Did you still get excited when you got the stash?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I spoke to we interviewed Ellis Genge, and he's not as exciting as I thought. He doesn't celebrate Christmas, doesn't celebrate birthdays.
Oh, really?
Bit miserable. I love him. Genge and I've been mates a long time. And I said about the kit, he was like, "No, not interested. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
You would have been a bit giddy about it, like I was.
Yeah, 100%. The best part of the job is getting the stash.
Yes.
Every year at the club, it's the best part. So.
But one thing is, you've obviously realised that you can never wear the stash outside of doing what you have to do.
It'll be delegated around friends and family.
Well, have you got? Because I had a particular mate that used to, a guy called Robbie Thomas, that would come and try to nick my kit, come what may. Have you got mates like that? Just in it all the time?
Yeah, potentially. I give my mates some clothes here and there, but yeah, they'll probably get a couple t-shirts that I don't want or something like that, I guess.
How are you after the final? Have you processed it? Have you got over it? Are you still annoyed about it?
Yeah, obviously it kind of still hurts, I guess. Yeah, we thought we were in that game, and there was a point in that kind of game that we were. So yeah, it hurts, but yeah, you can't get too stuck up on the past, and it's kind of the next biggest thing is this summer. So I'm just kind of looking forward to that.
Were you? I mean, did you see much of the reaction to the stuff that went on in the game?
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, mad.
But you know, we did a show on it, and I was like, it's not in any way like threatening or upset. It's amazing. Like they were that bothered about you. Which is amazing, but they kept doing it in the celebration. I was like, it's the biggest compliment to anybody, and it's so good for rugby. I know you might not have enjoyed it, but because you want to just focus on the game. But
I was a punching bag, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't have any problems with that.
Yeah. No, it's cool, right? Like I said this loads, and like in football, it's kind of. It's mad how rugby's so different to football, and football kind of, a team wins, it's their own celebration. They're doing that, so potentially that may be a route we go down in later in the sport. But yeah, if they want to imitate what I've been doing, then.
But it's amazing you're in their head. I just think it's I think it's the greatest compliment. Like no one ever copied my celebration I ever did.
What was your celebrations?
I didn't have one. Do you know what? Honestly, when I played, I was always so like on to the next job or whatever. I regret it now because
You want to live every moment, I guess.
Deep in the dark archives, there's actually a couple of me scoring some tries, some good ones, and you just see I just run back.
Chase, was that you do that? Yeah. I saw that clip.
I didn't even celebrate that. Do you know why I didn't celebrate that? Because we're getting pumped.
Yeah.
And we're getting purple. I chipped a score, and I just walked back like business as usual.
Walked back and thought, I did something good there.
Yeah. But what I wanted to do would be now we do what you do. And I love that kind of stuff. And I think I thought it was a great compliment, and I actually think it's so exciting for rugby. I know one of our other podcasts was talking about, it was a bit petty doing it. I was like, yeah, but it's all
growing the sport, right?
It's growing the sport. It's all part of the romance of it. You've scored a couple of tries this season. What's your favourite one?
The semi-final one against Leinster. That was cool.
Mega line.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember kind of talking through it, kind of seeing a big gap in the defensive line and kind of thinking that they would close it, and they didn't. And then,
but also you perfectly used the referee.
Yeah, because he couldn't see if it was forward or not.
Yeah, he couldn't see if it was forward, but he's in the way. And like when you're defending,
that is true.
I've had that before the referee. You think he's one of your men as well, and you realise
visual vision. You think he's there, but he's actually not.
No, he's not, and he's in the way. So that was a good one. What are you going to do now between when you meet up the lines? Any downtime? Let your hair down?
Kind of downtime this week, and then we're straight back in this Sunday. So we're going to get back in this week, do some gym and some running, and then just kind of think a little about rugby as possible, to be honest with you, because it's going to be pretty full on.
Are you quite good at switching off? Because one of the things we have when we come on, everyone says you're very level-headed, You know, I've always seen that. I've always got the utmost respect for you. You seem calm and collected. You're still only human. Is it possible to separate away and not bother about it?
100%. When I go home, we hardly ever talk about rugby.
Wow, okay.
It's just like another day. Another day, like, is the dog being fed or is the grass being cut? Do you know what I mean? I think it's really key, kind of having that downtime, and it definitely helps on the pitch. You don't think about it. It's kind of fresh. It's in your mind new, and that's a massive part of me, kind of not thinking too much about it and just living in the moment and just not deeping, I guess.
I mean, obviously you must be very excited about going to Australia. Have you been there before?
First time.
First time.
First time.
Anything you want to particularly do while you're over there?
See the big sites, I guess.
Yeah.
Sydney Opera House would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Bondi Beach should be cool, even though it's their winter, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, yeah. It's a bit.
It will still be open though, right?
It will still be open.
Yeah.
I mean, I think winter's. It's a bit negligible. It depends which part of Australia because it's so big.
True.
But it's a great place to go, and also of all the Lions tours to have. I was lucky. I went to New Zealand. New Zealand, amazing rugby heritage, but you know, not like Australia. Australia is by far and away the best place I think to go to because of the social scene and the travel and
stuff.
stuff.
It's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, apparently the fans there are gonna be mad. So it's gonna be an experience.
Going to Australia, there's massive rivalry between England and Australia. How excited are you about that? You know, did you ever think about it? Is it something you've experienced before?
I probably would never have said I experienced this kind of level of it. The Lions is probably the biggest sporting kind of community, I guess. It's the pinnacle of the sport, and it's going to be mad, and the fans travel amazingly well that I've heard of. So I'm looking forward to it. These are the games you want to play in, right? You want to play in the biggest games in the world, and I'm just looking forward to it.
Did you go to Albufeira with the lads?
Yeah, we did.
Apparently it was great. Tommy Freeman's almost unable to speak at the moment. He's slightly hanging.
He needs a couple more drinks, I reckon, then he'll be all right.
Is it true that somebody got a tattoo on their arm thinking it was the name of their dog in Chinese, and the dog's called Biscuits, but they've written something completely different? Can you confirm or deny that?
That's true. It was in I think it was Chinese, and he thought it was Biscuit for his dead dog. So the morning after, we all kind of went up and went on our phones, Google Translate, and it said pieces. Pieces. And he goes, no, you're wrong. So then he put the photo that he showed them, and we Google translated that, and it was pieces as well. So he's had an absolute shocker.
So you know his nickname now has to be Pieces
100%,
forever.
yeah.
I love it. Why are you going to Albufeira 18 and getting your dead dog's name tattooed on you?
He said he wanted to do it for a while, but unfortunately he got the wrong name.
Mate, that is incredible. Listen, mate, enjoy the rest of it. I hope to see you. We'll be out in Australia, so hopefully we'll catch up over there.
Thank you. Yeah, cheers.